What's up YouTube? For today's video, we play full Hustle Ability Pokemon team. So this is a pretty interesting team because all the Pokemon that I'm going to be using have the ability Hustle. Now what does Hustle do? Hustle increases your attack power by 1.5 times. However, it drops your accuracy to 0.8 times. So it's a little bit of a risky ability to have, but it's sort of like high reward, high cost sort of deal. Now, if you haven't checked me out on Twitch, I do all my streams there. Thank you to all the people who follow me already. Link is in the description of the video. I've got 2 battles tonight as well. Now, if you enjoy the teams, people, please drop a like on the video. I very much appreciate that. At the moment, I should be away on a little mini break for about 3 or 4 days. I'll be back on probably like Saturday or something. So I'm going to pre-record a couple of videos for you people tonight. All right, we got a battle. This one was actually done on my Twitch stream, and we got a Ferrothorn lead. So I thought, okay, let's go with our Dragazult lead. Now, this was a Quick Claw, max attack, max health, Dragazult. Fire Fang misses on the first turn. That was so important. It made such a big difference, as you'll find out, as the battle goes on. So the Ferrothorn's going to set up an easy Stealth Rock there, and now it's going to swap out, obviously, because it knows that I've got Fire Fang, and there's definitely no way that it is staying in. So now they're going to be going into their Snorlax. Obviously, the Snorlax has got Thick Fat, because it takes that very, very well, and the best I can pretty much do here is Volt Beak. Now, Volt Beak is a very powerful move on Dragazult, and if you do go first, you get obviously a double in base power, and I do go first, and that lands, which is awesome. So firing a beak out of my button, and Snorlax is going to go down with a crit too. That probably nearly would have taken out a G-Spot, a Snorlax, like real talk. So the next Pokemon coming out here is the Gardevoir, and Gardevoir, guys, Trace is going to actually get my Hustle. Hustle Gardevoir. Hope this thing doesn't have any physical moves. So I got to swap out here. I'm expecting like a fairy type move, and now we're going to go to Legend Combi himself. Now there is Stealth Rocks on the field, which that's kind of the reason I swapped in Combi, because Combi is probably the most useless Pokemon on this team, but it did have some good moments. Don't worry about that, people. It had some amazing moments. So Hustle on this set is horrible because it only gets 2 physical moves, that being Bug Bite and Endeavor. The other move I thought to put on there was going to be Sweet Scent too. That would be such an amazing combo with those 2 moves. So we got a Dynamax Gardevoir here. It's going to go for a Max Starfall, and Combi is going to take the hit there, and that is 1 turn of the Dynamax God. Also, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I got a cold or anything, but it's sort of like in my throat at the moment, so if I'm sort of like having to drink a lot during these narrations, I do apologize. There's not much I can do. So we're going to go into Durant now. Combi's down. I thought Durant would be a great Pokemon to swap into here. Iron Head is going to do a lot. We're running a max attack, max speed set. This time I'm running Adamant Nature though, because we've got Endure and Salac Berry. So we've got Max Flutterby, which is going to do some nice damage to some of the other Pokemon, and we got Max Steel Strike as well. We forced the Gardevoir to swap out of the Dynamax Pokemon, which is great there, and quite ironic, as you'll soon see. So now we got the Charizard coming in here. I went for a Dynamax myself, because I thought, why not? That'll do a lot of damage, plus I can give myself a defense boost as well. Now with the Hustle ability, when you're Dynamax, you actually don't miss, so that makes Pokemon with Hustle like very, very powerful too. So especially things like Durant, who commonly rely on stuff like Hone Claws to never miss. So we're going to get that, I remember my Dynamax candies, people. We're going to get that big boost in health, and now I can go for the Max Steel Spike. So this does a lot of damage here to Charizard. Charizard takes like well over half health. Now the question here is, right, I'm not running max speed, so I'm not Jolly Nature, so Charizard will actually be able to outspeed me. I went for a Max Guard there just to see what it's going to do. It's going to go for a Flamethrower like I thought. Any Fire-type move will absolutely decimate my Durant. So, funnily enough, I've got to swap out my Dynamax Pokemon now. I was laughing how they did, but I was sort of forced to as well, because I thought, I'm going to leave my Durant for a little bit later on. It's still a very good Pokemon, even without its Dynamax. So now we're going to go into Corsola. We're running a Hustle, Choice Banded, Head Smashing set. This is crazy powerful if it does land. The chance of it landing are not very good, because Head Smash number 1 is at 100% actually, and then you put in the calculation of Hustle, and yeah, you're not going to be hitting too much. So the best move to go on this set, obviously, is Liquidation. At least that's 100% actually, or very, very close to 100%. And we can use that as our main attacking move. So we got the Ferrothorn swapping in here. I'm going to go for the Liquidation. It lands on Ferrothorn. It does pretty good damage considering there. I'm going to take a little bit of Iron Barb from the Ferrothorn. Man, it's so annoying because this Ferrothorn would have gone down like turn 1. I would have got absolutely like dumpstered by my Fire Fang Dragazult. Anyway, so we got the mist disappearing from the battlefield. I can finally see Ferrothorn a little bit more clearly now. I'm going to swap out my Corsola here, expecting like a Power Whip or a Grass type move. And we're going to go back into the Dragosult here. I'm going to go for Fire Fang again. So now we got a Leech Seed coming from the Ferrothorn. This thing, like this battle, right, was like so drawn out just due to this one Pokemon. It was absolutely unbelievable. So it's going to get some more health back from the Leech Seed and the leftovers. I'm thinking here, I definitely know they're going to swap, right? I know they're going to swap. I'm thinking, right, they're either going to go into their Charizard to sack it off, or they're going to go into maybe like another Pokemon. So I decided to go for the Bolt Beak, expecting them to swap, and they did swap. So I'm like, great, this is really good. So they're going to trace my Hustler then, Hustle Gardevoir, and Bolt Beak misses. Oh, damn, that was so unfortunate. Like, first the Ferrothorn, which was a clear KO, and now the Gardevoir, which was another clear KO. That's sort of like the thing of using that. Anyway, so my Quick Claw activates. I forgot to tell you that I was running a Quick Claw on this set, and I went for an Iron Tail because I was so frustrated with Gardevoir, and Ferrothorn missing them. I'm just going to go for Iron Tail. This one's probably going to miss, and it landed, so that was so good. Iron Tail does that very good, actually, so it's like a miracle that actually landed. So Charizard's going to come in here. It's going to go for the Dragon Breath there. It does some pretty good damage to me, and I can go for a Bolt Beak, and it connects, and Charizard is going to go down. It actually wasn't G-Max Charizard, but that's what usually what I call it. So I get another crit there with Bolt Beak, another unnecessary crit. Like, I had one on the Snorlax and then one on the Charizard. So next Pokemon coming in is the Dragapult. Dragapult is on like nearly every single team. I'm going to swap out here because I'm not really trusting Quick Law to activate twice in a row. And we're going to go into Togekiss. Now this Togekiss Hustle set was actually pretty fun, and it's actually quite good in Dynamax. You should definitely give it a try. So on this set, I've got Play Rough, Extreme Speed, Drain Punch, and Sky Attack. So Sky Attack to boost my speed, Drain Punch to boost my attack, Extreme Speed for some priority, and of course Play Rough for stab. So it's actually not a bad set. I nearly got like a couple of sweeps that the opponent did DC though. So going for the Sky Attack there, and I'm going to get cloaked in some Harsh Light there. My wings are going to fly off, and we're going to go for the Sky Attack on the Ferrothorn. I've got the Power Herb, so it'll activate right away, but the V8 Juice dodges it somehow. So now we're going to go for the Drain Punch here. Drain Punch does some impressive damage with a Hustle. I don't think they ever expected a Drain Punch. More so, like, it was kind of risky for them to swap in their Ferrothorn there, because a lot of time Togekiss can have Flamethrower, right, or a Fire-type move. So now we're going to Thunder Wave from the Ferrothorn. Then again, they didn't have a lot of options either. Like, I already taken out a lot of their Pokemon. So they're going to paralyze me with the Thunder Wave there. I was actually expecting a Gyro Ball to hit me like super hard there. Okay, so now they're going to withdraw their V8 Juice, and the V8 Juice is like this. I'm not sure if it's a thing where you guys are, but it's sort of like this vegetable sort of juice thing that's, I don't know, it's sort of like fruit and vegetable juice. Anyway, so go for a Drain Punch on the incoming Toxicroak. Toxic Quack, I'm sorry. I almost went for a Play Rough there. I was so close for going for that. Anyway, we got a Cross Poison from the Toxicroak. Does a lot of damage. I lived that one on 7 health. I can see that it's got the Life Orb as well, and Play Rough connects there with the Hustle, and Toxicroak is going to go down. So that was absolutely awesome there. So we got 2 more Pokemon left, the Dragapult and the Ferrothorn. So we got the Dragapult coming in here. There's nothing I can really do. I can't use Extreme Speed because it's a Ghost type, but man, Togekiss did like a wonderful job there getting rid of some of those, threatening Pokemon. So now we got a Thunderbolt from the Dragapult. I was wondering, what could I do here? Should I go into Dragosult? I mean, that's going to get wrecked. I've got Durant. Maybe Corsola can live this one. We'll see. So going into my Corsola anyway, this is a max health Corsola set. Want to see what item they're actually running as well. So they're going to go for another Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt is going to take out my Corsola. Not that it really mattered, because Corsola was never going to take out Ferrothorn anyway, so it was sort of moot for me. I didn't really care that I lost it. So now we're going to go into Durant. So this Durant set, I already explained it earlier on. This is the Dynamax set. They're going to swap out, which is really interesting, which tells me that they're probably choiced either Scarf or Specs. So I went for the Endure, and it failed. I wanted to get that Salac Berry boost up, so I was like, damn it. At this stage, I really can't do much to the Ferrothorn at all. All I can pretty much go for is like a neutral move, and then it's not going to do a lot of damage anyway. So now we're going to go into Flapple. So Flapple's got the Hustle ability as well, and we've only got 3 minutes left of this battle. I had to cut out a lot of time, because this person, right, they took an incredibly long time to make their moves. So we're going to get some leftovers recovery. I've got Dragon Dance, U-Turn, Bullet Seed, and Dragon Rush. So we got a King's Rock Hustle Bullet Seed set. It's absolutely wild. So now we got the Dragon Bolt coming back in there. I fortunately went for the Dragon Dance on the swap. Now that's really bad for them because I'm actually running a Jolly Nature set, and we got max attack and max speed. Now even though I can outspeed them, Dragon Rush may not hit, but it does hit, and the Dragon Rush is absolutely going to annihilate the Dragapult, and that one is going to go down. So we've only got 2 minutes left on this battle, and there's a Ferrothorn left. So I was like, okay, all I've got to do right is get my Dragazult to connect its fiery fangs with that V8 juice, and it will go down. So now we got a Thunder Wave from the Ferrothorn. At this stage, I'm like, I'm not going to swap out, right? There's no point in me swapping out here. Because Ferrothorn can just take me out. They can swap in the Dragazult and Fire Fang it to get rid of it, right? Then I'll still have a Durant left in case something bad happens. So I'm going to get paralyzed there from the Thunder Wave. And now it's going to go for the Gyro Ball there. And unfortunately, Gyro Ball doesn't do a lot of damage because they paralyzed me. So I'm like, they probably would have just been better off attacking me, right? So I'm paralyzed for the first turn. The second turn, I'm like, bugger, we've got 50 seconds to go. I'm just going to swap in Dragazult. If I live the Stealth Rock and the Gyro Ball, so be it. I'll go for the Fire Fang. If I don't, I've still got 2 more Pokemon left, and I've got more Pokemon left than the Ferrothorn, right? So they went for the Gyro Ball, and unfortunately Dragazult is going to go down, but it's all good. I've still got 2 more Pokemon left. I've got the Durant and the Flapple. So I thought, what should I swap in here? I could go into Durant, right? That could easily live Gyro Ball. What's it going to do? Thunder Wave, Leech Seed. It pretty much has nothing to do to me whatsoever. So I'm going to go for the Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter is going to miss. You guys seen that was my Fury Cutter set. And it's going to go for the Thunder Wave. That one, my friends, is the first battle. Ferrothorn got completely destroyed. That team got completely destroyed. Now, I do want to note, I would not have swapped in Dragazult if there wasn't like 50 seconds to go. I just would have waited it out and then swapped it in. But a 20-minute timer, I thought I could make something happen, but it didn't. Thank you for the battle, Alex, if you ever see this video. And let's get on to the second one. This is a battle also on my Twitch stream. I can't remember this person's username. I think their name was Neon or something like that, or Nia. I can't quite remember the... I'm sure I'm near the name. So we got a Slurpuff lead, and this was a very interesting battle as well. So starting things off with the Combi. So Combi, we got the Hustle ability. Lots of you probably didn't even know that Combi had Hustle. So we got our Bug Bite. I thought, well, if it's got a berry, I might as well go for Bug Bite, right? We got Max Attack and Max Speed. So this is really funny, right? I got the Bug Bite and I ate its Barbary Berry. Did I say that right? Anyway, so what that berry does, it powers down super effective steel types. A move you like, berry you never see. And also a move you never see much is Metronome. So we got Sandtomb there. Sandtomb is going to miss. So we got a Barbary Berry Metronome Slurpuff, right? So I thought, you know, this is a prime opportunity to set up that sweet scent. And now we got another Metronome. Sorry, not another Metronome. We got a, I think that was a Carmine from the Slurpuff there. So I'm going to eat another little bit of that Slurpuff cake. And now we got the Cotton Guard, so it's going to be boosting its defense. And it's going to be very, very bulky, right? So it's going to be bulky on the special side and on the defensive side. So I've got to make sure I get some sort of damage on this thing. So far I've seen Metronome, Carmine, and Cotton Guard. So I'm wondering what like its fourth move is. So anyway, they're going to go for a happy hour. They're trying to get some, you know, I mean, they could use paid after this, man, and get like, they could get bank after this battle. You know what I'm saying? So go for that Bug Bite again on the Slurpuff, eating that strawberry cake. It's like a strawberry and chocolate cake, right, when you look at it. I swear I've eaten a cake that looks exactly the same as that. Anyway, we got Psychic Fang. So finally they connect with a physical type move there. And, you know, it does all right damage to Combi. I'm guessing everything is invested in their, you know, bulk and health. So go for yet another Bug Bite like 67 there. Sorry, I mean 69. And now we got another Metronome from the Slurpuff, and it's going to go for a block. Damn, son, I'm blocked in here. I'm blocked into this 1v1 matchup. So Slurpuff's going to play a little bit of high five with my Combi's wings there. I'm going to go for another Bug Bite. I finally got a critical hit there, pushing it over half health. So this is actually really good, right? It's got a lot of defensive boost. I got to like bring something in strong to take it out. I'm thinking my Durant, and then Slurpuff takes me out with the rock throw. Oh, that was the most disrespectful thing ever. All right, people. Now, the battle starts off as a meme, right? But it does start to heat up. Trust me. So we're going to bring in the Durant here. I can go for an Iron Head and just take this thing out. I didn't see much point go for a Dynamax just yet because I didn't want to waste it. I sort of like wanted to see what other Pokemon there were. So Slurpuff goes down. And next Pokemon coming out is the Unfezant. So I was like, that's an interesting swap in. I have run a lot of Unfezant sets myself, and I thought, maybe they're running a special set with maybe like Heat Wave. That's sort of like an odd swap in, or maybe they're just going to go for a physical flying type move. I'm not sure, but my spidey senses were tingling there. So we're going to go into the Corsola, max attack and max health. They're going to go for the tech. So I think I went for the Icicle Sphere here. Icicle Sphere with the hustle. If I hit that thing a couple of times, it would have gone down, like easily gone down. Now we got the Unpheasant swapping out there, and we got the Cofferegus coming in there. So Cofferegus is a very bulky Pokemon. That's really a good point to note as well. This whole team, right, were physical attackers. There's not like a special attacking hustle, is there? So I had to run all physical sets. So that made like very bulky Pokemon like Cofferegus like very, very big threats, especially if they had some way to, you know, heal themselves up like a pain split or a rest or something like that, or recover, anything along those lines. It made like really big trouble. So I almost had to just decimate them in one shot. And they're actually going to go for a Dynamax Corsola in this battle. Not a Pokemon I'd probably opt to go for like Dynamax in a lot of situations, but I thought, let's go for a max Rockfall head smash on this Cofferegus and see how much damage this is going to do. So we're going to drop all the rule on top of Cofferegus. Does a lot of damage there. I can definitely take this out in another shot. Now thinking, this thing probably could mostly have Will-O-Wisp, and it's going to have Will-O-Wisp, but I did do a lot of damage from my first initial shot, right? And Cofferegus is not a very speedy Pokemon either, plus the sand is on the field too, so that's going to do some mighty fine damage. Even on the second Rockfall, that is going to be enough to take out the Cofferegus, and I'm very happy about taking that out, because I could have got easily walled by that, and you know, that would have been the game. I need a drink real quick, people. These colds, man. I'm not sure. I nearly spilt my drink. These colds. I don't know what's going on, right? But my voice is sort of like a little bit Mudsdale horse. So we got a C-Bomb coming from the incoming Octillery there. I knew they were going to use C-Bomb. And we're going to go for another Max Rockfall here. I am already burnt, so I know this is not going to do like lots of damage. But it still does pretty impressive. That's about half damage after the sandstorm. We're very, very close. So, or just over half. So I say I would have one-shotted that if I wasn't burnt. So that was a very dangerous Dynamax Pokemon there with the Corsola, and with max health, it made it, you know, pretty bulky. So somehow the Octillery's going to fire seeds out of its little. What is that thing called at the front of it? Like that suction thing. Like what? There must be a scientific name for that. Can someone tell me in the comments section? The name escapes me. It's like a beak. It's not called a beak though. It's called something different. I know it is. Anyway, I remember watching it on like one of those animal history shows, historic shows. So we got a liquidation coming from the Octillery. Unfortunately, Octillery lives my Fury Cutter Venusaur. I mean my Fury Cutter Durant. And the Sandstorm is going to subside there. It's also going to drop my defense too. So go for a second Fury Cutter. Boy, we got these Fury Cutters going now. That is 2 in a row. So Octillery is out, and now comes Unpheasant, which is going to be very unpleasant. I could go for another Fury Cutter, but I thought, nah, let's go for Iron Head. And Unpheasant leaves it and goes for Heat Wave. I thought they were running Heat Wave. After seeing that work up and them swapping, I thought, nah, they got to be running a special set. So down goes the Durant. I've still got 3 more Pokemon remaining, and so do they. So bring in my Togekiss here. I can go for a Hustle Extreme Speed, and that actually was really good taking out the Unpheasant there. So I'm sure it had like some sort of special I think I ran like a metronome echoed voice set once. So that was pretty fun. So anyway, they're done. And we've got the Hydreigon coming in here. So I've got Hustle, Play Rough, and I've also got Power Herb, Sky Attack. So I thought, okay, Play Rough will be pretty good. I should be able to take this out in one shot if they don't Dynamax or do like a lot of damage. And they do Dynamax, interesting enough. So I thought, okay, this is probably going to be their best Pokemon on their team. They've sort of got a mix of memes and like good Pokemon. So they had the Cofferegus and the Hydreigon, I'm guessing, was going to be like more their like better Pokemon. So we got some extra health on the Hydreigon. I'm going for a 4-time super effective attack, but it is coming from a Togekiss, so I didn't have like high hopes that I'd take it out. But man, that dropped like super, super hard. Now, we got the Hydreigon right going for a max Steel Spike. That's going to be super effective, but Togekiss has a lot of bulk right, and was actually able to live that even though I was running like a sweeping set. So we're just going to get a +1 in defense there. It's only got a little bit of health left, so I was like, let's go for a Sky Attack Power Herb. I've got Hustle, so that should like almost make up for the +1 in defense. So my wings went out of the arena right. We're going to get that Power Herb charged, which is going to be beautiful, and it's going to drop really hard on the Hydreigon, and Hydreigon lives. I should have just gone for the Play Rough. I wanted to do my whole meme strategy, but oh man, I should have just gone for a Play Rough. I regret doing that, but like I wanted to use my entire strategy. So down goes Togekiss. The things I do for science and memes, people, the things I have to suffer. So we got 2 more Pokemon left. I've got to take this out. I mean, I've got Dragonzolt with Quick Claw. It might come in there. I can go for a Dragon Rush, a Bolt Beak, a Ninetale. I just went for Bolt Beak because you know, it doesn't really matter what I hit this thing with. And unfortunately, we got a max Whirlwind coming my way, and down goes the Dragozolt in one shot. I've only got one more Pokemon left too, which is bad. So I was betting on Quick Claw actually activating it. It activated so many times with this team. So now we're going to bring in the Flapple here. So Flapple is a Jolly set. Hydreigon's going to become small again. So I could go for a Bullet Seed against the thing. I could go for a Dragon Dance. I could go for a U-turn. Decided to go for the U-turn. I outspeed, which is nice. And Hydreigon's going to go down to that, which is good. I would have really hated to have lost that one. We got a crit, which was nice there. Made so much difference. I could have brought that in earlier. I should have just used Play Rough. Instantly should have used Play Rough. So the last Pokemon that they had here was Hitmonlee. So okay, that's not too bad. I should be able to live pretty much anything this thing throws at me. Maybe something like Poison Jab could be sort of bad though. I've got Dragonette, I've got Bullet Seed, I've got Dragon Rush. I thought maybe I could use, just Dragon Rush, straight up Dragon Rush and take them out in one shot. Hitmonlee's defenses aren't the greatest in the world, right? So they're going to use Fake Out there, does a little bit of damage to me, which is fine. I was really thinking here, should I use Dragonette and then go for Bullet Seed in case it had something like Focus Sash? That could be like a super smart idea to get around that. In case it had some trolling thing like Reversal or anything like that would be super bad against my Flapple, right? I decided in the end to go for the Dragon Rush in case there wasn't enough power, and now they're going to go for Endure. I'm like, uh-oh, I think I know what this set's going to be. So they went for the Endure. I went for Dragon Rush. I know they're going to have Endure Salic Berry, and that is going to kick in. They're going to be on 1 health, or Lychee Berry, one of the two items. And that's going to give it a Salic Berry boost there. So now they're on 1 health. I'm thinking, okay, if this thing's got Reversal, I'm toast, right? It's definitely going to take me out. Any sort of move like that is definitely going to destroy my Flapple. And they've got Reversal, and that, my friends, is the game. I should have definitely used Play Rough there. I'd say I would have won the battle if I used Play Rough, but that wouldn't have been fun. Thank you for the battle. I'm not sure what your username was. I think it was Neon or Neo. Thank you for that one, and I hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. I'll catch you next time. Peace.